Hey guys, this is Peter from Off Tackle Runs, and this is our first YouTube video. Kind of a rundown of our channel. We just put out news from basically around the football world. We'll get a lot of other guests on, but this is our first video. We'll be putting out 2 to 3 videos a week, and we'll tweet every time we put out a video. I'll put our Twitter link in the description, so you guys go follow us on Twitter. We got a blog, and so I'll put that in the description too. It's also on our channel. But basically, I'm just going to go right in to a kind of video that we'll do. We'll have 2 to 3. I think I already said that we'll have 2 to 3 videos a week. But yeah, but say around it's the draft, we'll talk about the draft. Inside the season, we're just going to talk about important things and things that happened during the season. So immediately, let's get started with what I'm going to say is the top 15 remaining players in free agency. So at number 1, I have Ahmad Bradshaw. I think he's a great role-playing back for many different teams. He could fit into any team. He's just not fully healthy. That's why I don't think he was signed yet. Um, yeah. Number 2, I have Brandon Moore. I think he can start 16 games at guard and do it for a cheap price. I think that's why he's still out there, but he should be a starting guard in the NFL. Um, Next is I have Dwight Freeney. I think he could. I think he's probably going to end up going to the Broncos, but he's still out there, I think, just because of his age. But that's where I think Dwight Freeney could go, and those are your top 3. So a defense and 2 offense, but all really different positions of the game. Number 4, I have Richard Seymour. He's a defensive lineman. He can play tackle um, I think he wants too much money. That's why he's going to. That's why he hasn't been signed yet. And also, um, I think he's probably just going to be an injury replacement this year. Number 5, I have Eric Winston. It's been rumored that he's in talks with the Dolphins right now to be signed, and I think he could start there to replace Jake Long. Number 6, I have Beanie Wells. I think Beanie Wells is probably going to end up going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think this just because he's more of a power back and he could work well with Isaac Redman and Rashard Mendenhall. Number 7, I have Israel Adajne. I don't think he fits really well in a lot of systems in the NFL, but he can make a great third defensive end in the NFL. So that's where I think Adajne should go. Number 8, I have Daryl Smith. Really, I don't think he's gonna start just because a lot of teams in the NFL don't start players over 30 who aren't pass rushers. Really, when you look at it, you can just go down the line and see all the main pass rushers are under 30. Then number 9, I have John Abraham. I think he will not retire, and he can go to the Broncos, and I think he may even end up going to the Patriots. Honestly, I think the Broncos are going to sign um, Dwight Freeney, and John Abraham won't retire and go to the Patriots. Bryant McKinney. I think he's kind of like Richard Seymour. He just wants too much money, and he's going to be a late addition, kind of like an injury replacement in training camp. So that's 10, Bryant McKinney. Number 11, I have Brandon Lloyd. I think he's probably going to go back to the Patriots just because of the market size, and he just wasn't a big name out there. He probably would have gone earlier if there weren't any really high market guys in the free agency period at the beginning. So that's why I think he stayed late, and I think he's going to go back to the Patriots. Number 12, I have Felix Jones. I think he's definitely going to get a job in the NFL, but it's just going to be a role-playing job because he's just not a starter anymore. He just can't play starting running back position. Um, Number 13, I have Cedric Ellis. Um, I don't really know why, but I'm kind of surprised that a coach hasn't turned around Cedric Ellis' career because he's a good player and he should end up on an NFL roster sometime. Um, Yeah, so 14, I have Brian Urlacher. There's no way I think he's gonna go back to the Chicago Bears, and I really don't think he's gonna be a starter this year. It's gonna be hard to find a team for Brian Urlacher to be a starter this year. It's gonna be hard to find where he can go. And last but definitely not least is Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson, I think if the 49ers don't go at him, there's really no solid place where he could land. Yeah, I just really honestly think there's no real place except San Francisco if he doesn't end up going there. Um, Other names I was considering for my top 15 were linebacker Carlos Dansby, running back Michael Turner, safety Kerry Rhodes, running back Cedric Benson, and running back Peyton Hillis. Hillis just dropped off a cliff, really, but I don't even think he's going to be signed. But most of those players I think will be signed, and I think the Giants could probably pick up Carlos Dansby. I think that's what's going to end up happening, or they could even sign Nick Barnett, who I also had as I think he was my number 21 prospect left. But yeah, so anyways, thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you want more. Leave a like and a comment if you liked it, and thanks guys. The Twitter and the blog will be in the description. Have a good day and subscribe, like, comment. I've said that a lot. Sorry to be a little pushy, but thanks guys for watching, and